Welcome everyone to our new podcast endeavor with me
Woo!
and Espen. Uh, so today we're just going to go over some basic stuff that people may want to know about and about Espen's music and what we're working on for the future.
In reality, we're just gonna talk to talk.
And that's true. So, so first off, I wanted to ask Espen a little bit about some new music work that you've been working on, some new songs.
Okay.
And stuff like that. So, what's a new song that you're getting ready to release or that you're wanting to hype up a little bit?
I'll give you two choices, and I want you to pick one. We have Romeo and Juliet, which is that song's going to be an absolute hit because it speaks volumes, but it's not like a super sad song, but it's not a super hype song. It's good, like meet in the middle, you know. And then we have a little bit longer. A little bit longer is a sadder song. I think it'll do really well too, but it's not. I don't think it's gonna get as many views. So I kind of want you to pick out of those two which one you want me to talk about.
So, a little bit longer. I haven't heard much about that one. I've heard about Romeo and Juliet, but I haven't heard about a little bit long. A little bit longer or a little bit longer.
A little bit longer.
Okay.
A little bit longer, basically. I'm not gonna go on it too much because, to be honest, I'd rather talk about Romeo and Juliet.
Mm-hmm.
I posted on my story that I was gonna post a little bit longer because I wanted to give a little tease out there, but I'm probably gonna post Romeo and Juliet. Both of them are done, but I just teasing is fun. So, a little bit longer basically talks about how situations suck, life sucks, but there's nothing you can do but try to hang on a little bit longer. And so it's more of it's an emotional song. It's only guitar. There's no bass. There's no drums. Romeo and Juliet's the complete opposite.
So a little bit longer is kind of an acoustic song?
Yes, exactly, yeah. All acoustics, it's only guitar, and it's me and my vocals, and that's it.
Ooh.
Yeah. I think it's going to do really well. It has kind of like, it has like Star Shopping by Lil Peep and Without You by the Kid Leroy vibes. Like it's just
So
raw vocals.
a little bit longer is what I heard briefly before we started.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a preview of that already.
Yes. Well, I showed you a very, very rough draft. I have the song done now, but I showed you a very, very rough draft.
Very, very rough.
Yes. It was just, I showed you like literally song, me going with the song, that's it. I did not show you the edited version. And on a little bit longer, I did not use any auto-tune, anything. So, but I'm more excited about Romeo and Juliet, so I'm probably going to talk about that one.
Okay, so what is Romeo and Juliet? Like, what's it about? What can we expect from Romeo and Juliet?
Romeo and Juliet basically okay, so a little bit longer actually corresponds with Romeo and Juliet, with the situation that I'm going through. Love hurts, but that's what makes it great.
But that's what inspires a musician, though.
Exactly, yes. You can't have pain without love. You cannot have a shadow without sunshine. That's kind of what Romeo and Juliet talks about. It's to where, yeah, a situation might suck, life might hurt, but life can only hurt if life is good. And so no matter how bad the situation is, Romeo and Juliet kind of talks about to where, don't want to say a cuss word, not trying to get demonetized here, but screw life. Just go for what your heart feels and not your head. You know?
Okay, so I understand what you're trying to get at. So with that, what can we expect in like the next month or two? Because I think there's some big strides that we're making, but I don't know that everybody knows what we're working towards.
I've not told a single word about what we're doing so far, but
me neither.
Yeah,
That makes two of us.
we're going on Dreamer right now. Dreamer is a huge project that we have planned out, and I haven't posted a song since like February, but there's a reason why. We've got big plans that we've been making and striding for in between them. Plus, you guys know me, I'm a perfectionist. I cannot put out a song if I do not think it's perfect. Don't Play with Demons, Fight with Fire. I made Fight with Fire in one go. It was a complete freestyle. I just went with it.
But it was good.
It was very good. It was about how this person that I knew was in a situation, and I said, if you want to get out of this situation, you can't just sit there and try to cope and kind of pity yourself a little bit. Not pity, but you can't take the blows. You got to fight back.
Right.
So that's what Fight with Fire was about.
Right.
I just went off the top of my head. I said, put me in the booth. Let's sing. Let me try this.
Right, because you don't obviously, I think it's inspirational because as a person, you don't want to sit and just be stagnant in a situation
you can't
that
take
you
the
actually
blows.
have more control over than you think.
Yeah, and that's how every situation is. That's why people are sad. That's why I'm sad. Is because I sit here and I'll try to take my blows and stuff like that. But that's not how life works. You have to fight with fire. And so that's kind of like the whole reason why I said, let me just freestyle it, press record, and I just went.
When you get pushed, you should push back a little bit.
Exactly. Yes. 100%.
Okay.
And there's a lot of people in this life that are not happy because they don't push back. And so that's what this song was exactly
Right,
about.
you just sit.
Exactly, yeah. Can't sit there and take the blows. But I do want to cover Dreamer a little bit and maybe get some of your ideas and your thoughts on it too. But the reason why I haven't posted a song since February is because we've been working on this kind of Dreamer idea. Dreamer is a segment of 5 different videos, each coming out with 5 different songs, and then 5 different music videos. Like, it's going to be hectic, but it's going to be the wave of Espen James for now.
And Dreamer's been bobbling in our heads since late February, and I mean, we really talked about getting it out in March, and
Life.
I hope everybody understands it's just
Life.
hectic right now.
It's honestly, it did not even have to do with how hectic it was. It was just life. Life hit us both really hard. And
Yeah.
so I've been working on it. I've made more songs in the past week and a half, 2 weeks than I have in my whole life. Like, I have at least, I would probably say a good 30 unreleased songs that I've just been making at home every day after work.
See, that's what people want to hear too.
Yeah, and like, I could just post one, but I don't know. I just don't want to yet. I don't feel like it's the appropriate time. So I have 2 songs I'm gonna pick that are gonna come first, A Little Longer, and then Romeo and Juliet. I think I'm gonna do Romeo and Juliet.
Okay.
Because it's about to be summer, and that's gonna be the song of the summer.
Well, and I think so. I think one thing I can add to the whole Dreamer concept is the idea of posting Dreamer mid-March when everything's still like the trees don't have leaves, there's no summer atmosphere, would be lame.
Yeah.
People want to
100%.
see water, they want to see us having fun, and we had so much snow, that would have just been
that
boring.
was insane.
That was
And still,
crazy.
it's almost June, and it's still cold outside.
Yeah, it was
That-
like 62 degrees before we
Yeah.
came in here.
That absolutely, it just doesn't even make sense.
No, it didn't. Yeah, I understand it. It doesn't. I think though, what we have to offer people by waiting is better quality content,
100%, yeah.
and I think the videos it gave me time to really learn and get a little bit better. Every time me and you were getting better,
Yeah,
but I think that with Dreamer you're really gonna see our best stuff. Yeah.
I 100% completely agree. With Dreamer though, it's not just some motivational videos and things like that. It's a plot. Like, that's literally what we're basing it off of. The first one's going to be the origin. The second one's going to be rising action, conflict, climax. Like it's literally a plot. That's what we're doing.
Right. Your basic story ideas.
Exactly.
How you craft a story.
And so it's basically us talking about not only our lives, but things that can relate to you guys. Everybody in this life feels that pain. That's why I make music. It's
Yeah,
because
everyone has trials.
Everybody has trials.
And we're here to help
tribulations.
people with their trials.
Exactly. That's the only reason why I'm doing this. I struggled with the love of money for so long, and then very recently I kind of got hit in between a rock and a hard place, and I was like, dude, money does not compare to how much I want this love right here.
Yeah.
And so it expanded my mind a little bit, because at the end of the day, love is the most important thing. That's always why I've made music. Like, yes, money's always been important, but I work 55 hours a week for what?
Right.
You can't take money to the grave, but you can take love to the grave, you know?
Well, and I think, too, if money was why we were doing this, we would have given up a year and a half, 2 years ago.
100%.
After
yeah.
promises. We would have been like, oh, no money.
Yeah, I know.
No money. Though, we did get a lot of views. I mean, for small creators with
okay,
the
there you
first
go.
video.
There you go. I was about to say, humble yourself a little bit, AJ.
Oh,
Wasn't
I
that
mean,
much.
for us as our first video, and our channel hasn't really been consistent. Like, we're growing, but we're growing, I wouldn't say slowly. We're just not putting out a lot of content, and that's what this podcast is gonna fix, is that lack of content. So this way we can kind of keep the audience informed of what we're doing and our plans for the future. Because without this, I think we leave people in the dark, and that's kind of what inspired us to start talking about what we're working on.
Yeah. And the whole subject of Dreamer, we only live once. And ask any single adult that you know, I've done this a million times too, do you want to listen to your heart or your mind? What's most important?
Right.
Growing up, you get this kind of stigma of you need to listen to your mind, you got to be smart, shut off your feelings, especially as a dude. I remember I was 4 years old watching the police knock on my dad's door, bust in, completely apprehend him, and I was sitting there just crying, bawling. And he told me, he said, if you don't stop crying, I'm going to beat your ass. Like, as a dude, that's a common thing. Like, we're taught from a young age that we are not able to feel. We're not able to have these feelings. But if you ask any adult who's been through marriages, who's been through the pain, who's 40, 50 years old, they're going to say, listen to your heart, not your mind. Like the haircut, Trent. You want to come say hi?
Trent just joined us here.
Come say hi. Come say hi.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's coming. Hey, this is
Trent.
Trenton, get over here.
Yeah, you gotta
over
go
here.
further. Goodness, we didn't put all that in the
Sorry,
shot.
Trenton's a big body. So
Further.
Come on,
There's
come on.
Trent.
There he is. Hey, show off the new haircut real
Yeah,
quick.
show it off.
Show
Come
off,
here.
bro.
They cut it too short, bro.
They did not cut it too.
They
always say they cut it too short. Trenton, I want you on.
Trenton.
I want you on one of these podcasts one of these days. He said, "Okay, guys."
Yeah, he sounds cool.
He's a pretty funny dude.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So about Dreamer, it's gonna be 5 segments, so 5 different videos that have different messages, and then we're just gonna kind of do 5 music videos, 5 songs, and call it good. So Dreamer's something that's super important to me though. I've got it tattooed on my arm. Dreamer is it's my main message in life. I need to keep chasing. I'm only 19. There's no way I can't do it. I do need to stop working 55 hours a week though. It's ridiculous.
Real quick. So, I want to show everyone something. I don't know if this will work.
Are you pulling up Trenton's Tinder?
Yeah, he's got a Tinder?
Yes, dude. That's what I was talking about. He paid 20.
Well, if I had Tinder, then I would have it. But give me a second. I got something that I think people can do. So, this...
He paid $25 for Tinder Gold, bro.
So Trenton's Snapchat.
Comedic relief, and I got comedic relief from it because it was just all. Nah, let me not get canceled for.
So Trenton's Snapchat handle is Trenton _316.
Back in 8th grade, Trenton kept begging me to come spend the night at his house, and I said no at least 30 times. And then eventually, I went to his house. What did we do? That's right, dude. We got victory royales. I remember. We got 3 in a row.
2 TVs set up. I remember it.
Yes, we had 3 victory royales in a row. It was absolutely insane.
And you said, "This is who I want to be friends with."
Exactly. I was like, "This is gonna be one of my best friends." No ifs, ands, or buts. But it was the funniest thing ever, bro. If y'all saw a picture of what he looked like in 8th grade, he works out now, so he's looking a lot better. But
same.
Dude looked like he was a Minecraft character. 100%. What games y'all on right now?
Right now?
Rocket League
and Minecraft.
Dude, I'm on Battlefront heavy still. Battlefront 2, I'm so good at that game, dog. Battlefront and Jump Force.
He's been playing Battlefront for the last 2 years.
Nah, I'd probably say 1.5 years, but dude, I'm trying to train to be the best at that game, dude.
I'm terrible at it.
You are.
They asked me one night, "Hey, you wanna play Battlefront?" And most of the time
he's garbage.
I don't. But
nothing. No.
Anyway, they asked me to play Battlefront. I get on Battlefront, and they both kill me several times. I wish I could count on one hand, but I can't.
Yeah, Trenton's alright at Battlefront. I always have to carry him, but
I am the support player.
He's the support
player. I get their health down so you can finish them off.
If you give me Anakin or Luke, it's game over. It doesn't even matter. So we were talking about Dreamer, how about that's gonna work, but with Dreamer it has more context than just we're trying to make motivational videos. It's the stamp of us. Like I said, got the tattoo on my arm in Japanese, Dreamer, right down my arm, and there's a reason why I had that tattoo. I want to be the Dreamer until the day I die. I want to be 80 years old and still chasing what I want. There's no reason why I shouldn't. You only live once.
I mean, have it by that point.
Trenton just said, I feel like you should have it by that point. That's an amazing point. But whenever you get something, you're always gonna want more.
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm saying. Whenever
Which
I'm
is
80 years old, if
kind of like greed.
yeah, whenever I'm a millionaire, I'm gonna want more money, but I'm gonna want more impact, even more power. I know how like conceited that sounds, but like people always want more. Whatever you want now, if you get it, if you attain it, you're gonna want more.
Okay.
Okay.
I get what you're saying. I mean, at some point though, that could be unhealthy. I mean, there's probably a bad part to that. I mean, I listen. I want this. I really do. I want to make it in video production, but at some point, you might be able to think that's an obsession, which it
should be.
No, it should be, but you want to keep it healthy too.
Okay, I'm saying this because Conor McGregor said it, but if an obsession is healthy, you're never gonna get what you want. You have to be unhealthy. Like, if you're obsessed with something, you have to be obsessed with it. And I will say it's ruined a couple relationships with money, but money's never been my main goal. It was just something that was kind of clouding my perspective a little bit.
Yeah, it gets in the way of things.
No, it clouded my mind. It kind of poisoned it a little bit. Money's not the goal.
Right.
Impacting people is.
Well, I guess my take on Dreamer, and I mean, we think alike, but we think very different at times. I mean, in a sense, the good stuff aligns, and then what we're different on helps each other.
That's why we work out. Opposites attract.
Right.
You have a city boy who wears anime clothes and chokers, and then you have you're not a country boy, but like you're pretty close.
Dude, I'm like a hybrid.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
You're pretty close.
I can turn a wrench and
exactly
operate a tractor, but I ain't ever owned cattle.
What? I said milk a cow.
Exactly, he can milk a cow.
Yeah.
I've never milked a cow.
But yeah, and so opposites attract, and I feel like that's why we work out. We have a lot of different balances.
Right.
And I'd say like I'm super obsessive, kind of OCD about every project that we do. But you definitely are a perfectionist too, but you're a little more lean back a little bit.
Well, I see the merit in not stressing about it.
Yes, exactly. Not stressing about it, and I do. Like, I remember you're at my house. It was 2 a.m. You're like, dude, can we go to bed? And I was like, nah. We need to finish this.
It's 2 a.m. I'm like, I got everything edited. It's good. You're like, dude, but
there's
that
10 milliseconds that are wrong in this part.
There's like I heard a bit of a squeak in that bit of audio. I'm like, dude, no, we've watched it like 1,000 times.
That's how my mom is. That's how I am. That's just.
Well, there's things that I find myself obsessing over. Whenever there's parts of the video that I think I get perfect that you don't catch, and it's like, well, I worked on that over and over. But it's the stuff that I catch that you don't catch because you only see what I
exactly, yeah.
You help me clean it up to your standards, and my standards, though they're high, it's like I'll never. You've always have to have a second opinion.
So yes, exactly. I feel like what we do is you get it to the high standards that you want.
Yeah. And
then I'm kind of like the cleaning up a little bit. Like I'm like every single pinpoint.
Right. You catch what I wouldn't have caught by myself.
Yeah, exactly. But that's how it is with my music. And I'm not trying to bag on Trent, except I am. Whenever I'm making music, I will feel like something is perfect, and Trent will be like, nah. Why did you? Why did you go high? But when you're making
music, it's bad season.
Dude.
Mm-hmm.
Stop. Do not that. I'm not trying to talk about bag season right now, dude.
Baby, it's bag season.
Stop.
Talk about your roots, bro.
I'm not trying to talk about my roots.
Okay, so bag season. One of his best songs.
Dude, no, it was not.
100% hands down.
His dad, actually, it's his favorite song. It's his dad's favorite song, and he took it down.
The song is so bad.
His dad would listen to this song. He would tell you about it. He would listen to it all the time, and then all of a sudden, gone.
Yes, bag season was awful. If you were to hear like "Don't Play with Demons," first off, that song is amazing. Should have went viral in my opinion. I really do feel like that is.
I think Saving should have as well, but
I see.
That's our Picasso video. I had a film teacher tell me that.
Yeah, it's like people won't notice it for a little bit, but I really think we did a stop motion film basically for the Saving music video.
All behind me here.
And it was amazing. You can kind of see it in in AJ's camera. Switch to your camera real quick.
In my opinion, my personal favorite is "Loving You All Is How I Love You."
That is a really good song too. Loving You All Is How I Love. It kind of like went with how Fight with Fire went, to where I just freestyled the whole thing, just said how I feel. That song was really good. It got a lot of views, and then I posted it on Apple Music, and somehow something got messed up with the audio recording. No bass in that song.
That's
yes, and I tried to find the original file, but I couldn't because I had to update my computer and delete a lot of stuff.
I feel that.
I tried to put it on a hard drive. Gunner, my little brother, thought it'd be a good idea to spill Sprite on the hard drive and his Xbox.
Oh, I remember that.
Hard drive gone. Loving You All Is How I Love Me, or Loving You All Is How I Love Me, gone.
But you didn't mention Xbox, gone.
Okay, that's
Exactly.
exactly. But like honestly, that song was so good. A lot of my like OG fans absolutely love that song. I mean, they're not fans; it's more family at this point. Like I'm not huge, but if I go, like I went to a party last night. Huh?
Followers.
No, not followers, dude. I'm not. It's not some cult.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I was
It's
like,
not a cult. But like,
Espen James.
I went to a party last night trying to chase some pain that wouldn't go away, and some dude decided to like. He was like, "Hey, you're Espen, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, what's up?" He goes, "You make music. I'm really trying to make music. How do you do it? I love your stuff." Blah blah. So like experiences like that make me feel so proud of myself because
Oh, I agree.
I got to the point to where I was impacting more people than I even knew.
The thing is, people know what you look like, but here the
Yes, let's talk about this. Go.
Yeah, so I had my aunt and uncle. They went out to dinner at a Jose Peppers of all places.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I already know this story.
Yeah, and they walk in, they sit down. Their waiter, sits them down, and they're talking with the waiter. Somehow I don't know. My nephew does videos. That's something my uncle said. And this guy goes, "Oh, who?" And my uncle goes, "His name's AJ." "Oh yeah, AJ. Yeah, he does some dope videos. He does them for Espen and this and that." And this guy doesn't know what I look like.
Yeah.
He knows my name. He
No,
knows
like,
that
seriously.
directed by Andrew
AJ
AJ Jones.
Yeah. That's it.
That's huge.
And I think so too. I think it's a really cool point that like people know you and they don't even know what you look like. But I'm gonna point this out just because I want to give props really quick. AJ does 90% of the work. I'm like the face of our brand that we have a little bit, but like AJ does 90% of the work. I make the songs, I clean up the stuff because I'm a perfectionist, and that's it. But behind the scenes, he's out here purchasing equipment. I mean, I do advertising, but he's also like, whenever we were making shirts and did merch, which went amazingly well, whenever we did merch, like AJ was out here. Yes, I spent 48 hours doing merch with him, but he was out here by himself doing it after work.
Yeah, I taught myself how to screen print T-shirts.
Yeah, like we were out here on the grind, and AJ like does all the dirty work. Yes, I might be like the face or the stamp of kind of our brand, but AJ does a shoot ton of work.
Shoot's a good word.
Yes, he does a lot of work that
I
like,
appreciate that.
goes unnoticed.
Espen does a lot.
There could not be an Espen James without an AJ Jones.
I appreciate that. No, I do quite a bit, but it's all because I know where we're going and I know where we're going to end up.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. I'm printing those shirts because I know that it'll help us. I just ordered actually like 45 minutes ago a new screen printer so we can print more shirts faster. Maybe be a little more efficient that way. So once we get that, our merch will be back up and running, and we're gonna have some cool Dreamer merch coming out.
Yes.
The drop.
I'm so
We'll put the
excited for
link
that.
in a future podcast, but it's coming soon. I mean, no promises because life's crazy. But
Promises.
summertime is
Promises. If I said I love you, would you stab me in the back?
good. I think that's where we're gonna end it.
Okay, but real quick, Trenton,
Mm.
did you cop some Espen James merch? What's up with that?
Yeah, it hasn't come in the mail yet.
Oh, it hasn't come yet.
Nah.
Oh,
You
that's
could
weird.
go grab the extra large
I
out there.
know. I don't know what Trenton's talking about, but yeah, I think that we'll end it on that note. But kind of
So can we hear a little bit of Romeo and Juliet as we fade out?
a very light amount.
Not like off your phone. Can you sing it?
No.
Yeah.
Oh come on.
Sing it for the followers.
All right, I'll talk the lyrics. I'm really not trying
Okay,
to sing
talk the
right now.
lyrics. Talk it.
I never prayed for the money, but I prayed about you. and there's nothing I can do but tell you the truth. I try to fall asleep so I can see you longer. Most beautiful eyes, 'cause you're an angel's daughter. Yes, straight feelings
Dude.
to the soul. But let me show you the beat real quick.
Okay.
I'll play a tiny bit. I'm not gonna play to where I'm singing because I need to add some suspense. It needs to be suspenseful.
Suspense is good.
So I will play a tiny bit of the instrumental, and that is it.
No. Have Trenton beatbox it.
Trenton cannot beatbox that, bro.
Don't diss on my beatbox skills.
Alright, show us your beatboxing right now.
Yeah.
What's the flow?
Espen, start singing.
You know what? Just give me
crazy stuff, or like just some laid back.
Alright, bro. I'm not about to hear.
Give him a good
stuff.
snare.
Oh, that's not it. Give me a second. Give me a good snare.
Yeah, come on.
Ooh.
Ain't nobody hear that, bro. Just in the background. Alright, give me a second. 3, 2, 1. So, like I said, it's gonna be the song of the summer. It's got some rock guitar. It's gonna be a song you play at the party. But that is it. Spence,
I wanted just a little bit more.
No.
Oh.
I feel like this is gonna be the song of the summer. I'm really excited for it. But Romeo and Juliet means a ton to me. Lyrics mean a ton to me. But it's a lit song still. So I think it's a good mix of both worlds.
I play it off like I haven't heard it before.
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, we'll get to that point. But I'm really excited for Dreamer. I'm really excited for you guys to listening to the podcast. It means a lot.
That'll be a wrap. All
Yeah.
right, thank you everybody for listening. We will be right back. Love
you guys.
Show 'em.
Loving you all
We'll
is
be
how I
back.
love me.
It should be about a weekly or bi-weekly show. We're not quite sure. We're kind of just getting into the groove of this. So, actually, if you don't know, we've actually had 2 recorded podcasts before this one, but we think this is the one. So, I believe it'll be a weekly or bi-weekly show.
Yeah,
so
I'm thinking weekly, but
weekly,
we'll
I'm thinking. Once we get better, we'll start streaming them live. So anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. It's cliche, but if you'd subscribe, we would
Like
really
and
appreciate
subscribe.
it.
If you can comment.
Likes,
Hey,
comments. We
hold
want
on.
to hear what you have to say.
Nico Bino or Nico Dino or whatever.
Oh!
The dude who hate comments on every single one of my videos. If you do not comment on this podcast telling me that you watched it, I don't even want you to comment on every
Fake.
video anymore. Yeah,
Fake.
you're fake.
You're fake.
You're a fake fan if you don't. You're a fake hater if you don't.
Automatic.
comment.
If he doesn't comment,
Yes. Nico, I need you on this, okay?
we do need Nico.
But
All right.
anyways, thank you guys. Love you.
Thank you. We'll see you next time.